is Rastelli's. You're gonna get 12 of the 5-ounce sweet Italian sausage patties. These are massive for $69. Your 3 easy payments here, $23. It's M97732. You can get these on auto delivery as well, which means you're gonna get them every 60 days for 1 year, and you will not want to be without these. So if you love that sweet Italian sausage mixed with all of those really wonderful, amazing spices that they use, Rastelli's, we love them. And this is something that my husband has been nibbling on for breakfast, I gotta admit. Chris is here. Chris is one of the chefs over at Rastelli's. Let's talk about these little sausages. I say little, but they're not little.
They're not little. I mean, they're a full 5 ounces, and if you can see the juiciness as they're coming out of this. And why is that? Because we're using the finest pork, and we're talking about real pork that's coming right in our backyard in the Pennsylvania Amish country, and there's no fillers in here. A lot of times you talk about sausage and you just don't know what's in it.
That's
when you
right.
Go to it's mystery meat, it's trim, it's scrap, and that's what they usually put into to grind it. This is not that. This is real sausage, and it's a family recipe. And Ray and I talk about this all the time. The first thing that Ray learned how to do when he became a young butcher was how to make meatballs and how to make sausage. 25 years ago, when I came along with Ray, he taught me how to make meatballs and he told me how to make sausage.
There you go.
This is a family recipe that comes from Ray's great-grandfather, which is over 105 years old.
Wow.
So it's a very authentic Italian sausage recipe that has all those great things like fennel, basil. The basil is what makes it a sweet sausage.
Yes, yes.
Right, and all the salt, pepper, and all those great things that come into a beautiful sausage. And again, let me just show you real quick, because I think it's really important to show how we make this sausage, because this really is the difference of why our sausage is just so special. If you look at this beautiful pork shoulder here, this is what goes into our sausage. We completely take all the fat and gristle off it, and then we take this beautiful marbling that's in this beautiful pork. It's ground with the fresh spices that we talked about, that fennel, that salt, pepper, the basil, the Italian seasonings, and then we make it into these little patties.
That's it.
And this is done the same way we do our smash burgers. All our burgers, we don't actually pound them, we gently fold it. So these are not going to shrink. They're going to plump when they cook them.
They don't shrink. They do not shrink.
You can see them on the bun.
I've been to Rastelli's, and I see how they make their burgers. And so I see how they make everything. I saw the whole plant. I was very like, wow, this is how it's done. And it was nothing like I expected. It was everything better. And when I tell you with these, they do not shrink. So just know these are massive. They are going to fit on that bun. They're going to cover that bun. They're 5 ounces. So whether you're going to use this for a good old breakfast sandwich, which is my husband's favorite thing to have. Or lunch, because you can absolutely have this for lunch, or dinner. You can have it for dinner as well. Just know you're going to get that sweetness from the sausage, that pork, right? Then you're going to get all those wonderful seasonings, like you said, Ray, Chris, with that wonderful fennel. I love fennel in the sausage. It's the best.
And that's
a little bit of basil in there,
And that's really what's making it that sweet sausage, that sweet basil, and that fennel, which is that authentic recipe that's over 100 years old. But this is the peppers and onions. And Monique, this is something, you're cutting it with a fork right now.
I'm going in with a fork, not even with a knife.
And if you look at this, right? Look how tender this is. And it's because it's loosely knitted, right? Now, this is a coarse ground pork that we do this with because we want to be able to make these beautiful patties.
Okay. Sweet. Taste the seasonings. Not overly salty, because that's the thing that I cannot stand. That fennel, that basil, a touch of little red pepper. I taste all of that. When I tell you, my husband loved these. All right, how do we prepare them? I know you can put them on the stove, obviously. We can pan saute them right on up.
Yes, and again, you can do these a lot of different ways.
This is how they come too, right?
And this is what your husband's liking, right?
He loves these. That's his favorite thing
That's his favorite, this egg sandwich, right? Look how beautiful that is. Yeah, they're going to come to you just like that, Monique. They're going to come frozen to you, right? They're going to be 8 to a pack. And all you do is you take these out.
They're flat,
They're flat.
So you literally can just take one out.
Yep, and you can take them right out because this is the bag, and then they're individually in here. They're wrapped.
Yep.
So you're going to just take them out as you need them.
I think it's 2 to the pack.
Yep. So you
just take them on out.
Take them on out. You can put them right on the grill. Now, I actually...
On the grill, too?
Yeah, so I showed here...
That's what I would do.
Yeah, like we love... Because this is
something... Or your Blackstone griddle, for those of you who have those.
So we showed the grill and the pan-seared because they both come out actually delicious.
Oh, I love it on a grill.
And on a breakfast sandwich. So when my wife and I make the same thing as your husband enjoys, we actually split it because it's 5 ounces of sausage. It's a lot. So we actually split this for breakfast, and it goes like a long way. But if you're going to put them on the grill, you're going to take them out. I like thawing them ahead of time. Okay, I really do. Now you can cook them from frozen. It's just like our burger. You can do them from frozen, right? And you're going to get that same great experience. They'll just take an extra 3 to 4 minutes on each side frozen. Okay. But if you thaw them the night before, you put them on the grill, literally 3 or 4 minutes on each side, you're done, right? Or you do them, like you said, on the
in the Blackstone,
right? Because you can do your eggs, your sausage, everything from one thing. And you're just going to get a really, really clean eating experience from these because they're so tender, they're so delicious. There's going to be no gristle. There's going to be no fat. There's not going to be anything that you're chewing on these. It's going to be tender.
It's a full, complete bite. That's the one thing I hate about sausage sometimes is that when you're eating it, you feel like you're chewing and chewing and chewing and chewing, and you have to keep chewing to kind of break it down. Like with this, it melts in your mouth. Like literally, it just melts. It's a really clean bite. You're getting all that flavor in here. It's so juicy when you're prepared. It's not dried out. And so when you're talking about sausage, this is premium sausage. Remember Rastelli's, they supply meats to all of these really amazing restaurants all over the world, not just here in the US. And so they're not gonna skimp on anything. Trust me, I was there in their the butcher shop where I saw how they do this, and I was like, we're getting the same stuff you all send to restaurants? They said, yes, Monifa, you are. So 12 of these, and there are 5 ounces of these sweet Italian sausage patties, $23 to get them home on an easy pay. It's M97732. All right, thanks, Chris.